I have some tragic news to tell you. Just a few days ago, Nintendo of Japan, Nintendo of Japan announced that they were shutting down the Japanese servers of Miiverse. And this was bad news, because the Japanese servers of Miiverse is every single server of Miiverse. That is right. We all thought we were living in different parts of Miiverse. Like, there was a server for Americans, a server for Spanish people. But no, it was one server for every language. And Nintendo of Japan announced that on the exact day of November 7th, 2017 at 10 p.m. Central, Miiverse's doors will be shut and locked. However, Miiverse won't be devastated, okay? You will still see the icon on your screen, you know? Like you will still see the icon on the home screen. It's just every time you tap on it, you will receive an error message saying that, oh, Miiverse isn't open anymore. Miiverse is closed. Goodbye, go away. Get lost. And this news really shocked a lot of people, and it was from GameXplain. And we all thought they were just joking us or anything, but it wasn't April Fool's Day, nor was it a joke. GameXplain has been very true to us. With Nintendo news. But there's a question we all ask. Why is Nintendo shutting down Miiverse? Well, okay, there's actually a bunch of frequently asked Miiverse questions about the closing on the American support website, but still, why is it closing? It's simple. It's simple. Except, it's simple, but it's not true. Nintendo claims that they're making the decision to shut Miiverse down forever, all because many users who have used it have moved on to other social media websites like Twitter or Facebook, or just any social media website. But that's not the case. I see many Miiverse posts made by many different people in the span of an hour. Like, this isn't like, Nintendo isn't closing it because it's rarely used. Miitomo, an app that they're still keeping up, even, I mean, it is a recent app. It's only been around for like a year now, but Miitomo's less used than Miiverse. Nah, I'm just joking. Miitomo's more used than Miiverse. What are you thinking? But Miiverse is used a lot by a lot of people. So you're like, why are they shutting it down? That's the part where we all say, we don't know then. Like, if nobody's making the other moves to social media networks, then why are they shutting it down? No one knows. Nothing answers the question. Like, none of the answers given answers the questions, even though they're from Nintendo themselves. What next? Is there gonna be a Miiverse replacement on the Switch? Do you want to know what Nintendo's answer is? They haven't thought of one. Do you know the reason why they haven't thought of one? It's solely due to the fact that you can already post your stuff to Facebook and Twitter. Excuse me, what? Not everyone that has a Nintendo Switch account can use the Facebook or Twitter account feature. And then some Switches have parental controls activated. Like mine, because my sister uses the Switch as well, and she's 5, so we gotta have parental controls on it. But there will, in the minds of Nintendo, there is currently not a replacement for Miiverse, even though it's well beloved. I have known like 2 Miiverse YouTubers in my past, and I'm not gonna like say their names or anything, because I'm not gonna say their names, because if you type in Miiverse, they're like some of the first people to pop up. Like if you go to Miiverse and go to channels, they're like the first people to pop up, because they're the most popular Miiverse YouTubers that I know of. But it's just sad to see what, like, the only social media network I've been using for like 5 years, ever since I was a fragile little 7-year-old, I've been using Miiverse. I bet a lot of people have been using Miiverse for a long time too. Nintendo also, for some reason, posted like the weirdest tweet ever. And it shows a picture. Like, Nintendo was replying to ESRB official, and it contained a picture of Mario fucking dabbing, okay? And the caption of the picture was, "Dabbing is rated E for everyone." What? I thought with the Nintendo Switch you were trying to like back away from being like too child friendly with the Nintendo Switch. And then you go and say, "Dabbing is E for everyone." Are you being serious? Like, are you actually being serious? Like, I'm not even joking. Are you being serious right now? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Nintendo? Like, how? That is just like unacceptable for like Nintendo standards. But let's get back to Miiverse, because I'm trying not to make myself like sad here, but I'm kind of failing. Miiverse will be very missed. Miiverse will very much be missed. However, Nintendo is gonna have a link that will be open for a few months until Miiverse is shut down. It is a website where you can log in with your Nintendo Network ID and save your Miiverse posts. Like, you can save your most favorite Miiverse posts before they die. Yes, before they die. After Miiverse is shut down, there will no longer be, a lot of things. Like, all your posts will just go out into the open. And within like a few seconds of being like out in the public, will dissolve in the air to purely nothing. So another question is, what's going to happen to the games that utilize Miiverse? Let's start off with like the thing that you really don't notice uses Miiverse a lot. Super Mario Maker. I'm just joking. Super Smash Brothers. What's going to happen to Super Smash Bros? What's going to happen to the Miiverse stage? The Miiverse stage will actually still be playable, believe it or not. However, posts won't appear in the background. It'll just be the plain old Miiverse background. That's it. It'll just be the plain old background. No user posts anymore in the background or anything. Super Mario Maker. What's gonna happen to Super Mario Maker? Because I thought sharing levels, which was the one main feature. I thought sharing levels was like one of the main features. You can like share levels to the public and have people play them. But you have to have Miiverse to do that, right? Correct, but Nintendo is releasing an update for Super Mario Maker that will essentially just remove Miiverse compatibility. You will still be able to create levels. You will still be able to create levels and publish them to the course world and have people from all over the world play them. It's just you won't be able to comment on them. That's all that's changing. Just no more comments on levels. What's gonna happen to... Now this is a game not many people think about. Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars. What's gonna happen to that? Because you can create levels, right? And share them to the public. That's true. Except, unlike Mario Maker, since Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars was released earlier than Mario Maker, Mario vs. Donkey Kong is... You can still create levels. It's just... in Tipping Stars, you won't be able to share them. The only way you will be able to play levels in Tipping Stars, the only way other people can play your levels on Tipping Stars for Wii U is if you have like friends coming over and they can play it up on the TV. Yeah. You can't share levels just to your friends anymore. You have to get a group of people if you're playing on the Wii U. If you're playing on the 3DS, same thing. But instead, people can't just come over to your house and grab a Wii controller. Everyone has to have a 3DS. The 3DS situation is worse. So there's the rundown on what's going to happen to Super Mario Maker. Or... there's a rundown on what's going to happen to the games that utilize Miiverse. Let's talk about something else. Are they shutting down Nintendo Network accounts? The answer: are they shutting down Nintendo Network accounts, the Nintendo eShop, the internet browser, or any of that? Actually, no. The Nintendo eShop will still be up and running. The Nintendo eShop will still be up and running, except there just won't be any new games by Nintendo released for it. So yeah, don't expect like, oh boy, a brand new Nintendo game for Wii U is coming out. No, Nintendo's rather moved on to the 3DS and the Switch now. Which is why the Notifications app has recently become defunct. Nintendo doesn't really care about the Notifications app. Except it's been dead for like years now. Like, I get excited just seeing a notification. However, this isn't the first time we're dealing with a Nintendo Wii U app shutting down. We've witnessed the... If you have owned a Wii U within the time span of 2014 to now, like early 2014 to now, you have experienced the death of Nintendo TV, which was an app on your Nintendo device, on your Nintendo Wii U, which you can interact with TV and stuff. Like it was like the only app that you can like control cable television with and see when your stuff is coming. Well, that's all. So bye.